All right, guys. So this week, the last few days while I'm here, we're going to talk about the importance of asking for the business, right? One of the things that we've talked about all since I've been here the last few weeks has just been how we have to be intentional in everything that we do. And one of the things that I noticed that was when we were kind of just when the guys were taking applications, submitting applications, just trying to get these groups, right? And then we weren't really landing the customer on a house. We were kind of, hey, let's see what you get approved for, and then we'll pick a house from there. But when you do that, you don't get complete buy-in from the customer. They don't feel they left here having bought a home, and that's why they're here. They're not coming here to leave here wondering, what do we do? Did we accomplish anything today? No. Okay, let's run down the street and see. Let's see what we see somewhere else, right? And that comes all down to asking for the business, and that's where most salespeople fail is they fail to ask for the business. Now, we've been talking about this for a while. Where do we ask for the business? In the house. In the house. In the house, right? The process of coming into the office should just simply be a formality. You just to give them the information they need on the house that they're about to purchase, right? So that's why in order to be able to ask for the business in the home, what do you need to be certain of? The right house. Right. It's the right house. Right? And how do we know that we're showing the right homes?
A good interview.
What's that?
A good interview.
A great interview, right? And what are you finding out in the interview?
Monthly payment.
What they're after a monthly payment, right? That's the most people buy payment. They don't buy price. Unless they're paying cash, they're buying payment. And what needs to be in the payment? What does that payment need to fulfill?
The budget they want to be in.
Well, the budget has to fulfill what?
What they qualify for.
What they want in the house.
Well, yeah, that's
right.
Yeah.
What they want in the house has to fit in that payment.
Correct.
If what they want in the house is not fitting in the payment, they're not going to want the house. Right? So when we're showing them homes that don't fit in their payment, we're also doing them a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice. You're shooting yourself a foot. You're wasting time, right? And that's why a great interview is so important, because you find out what they want, what they need, everything specifically. We don't take what anymore?
Absolutely no money.
But we don't take what kind of answers?
No. Maybe.
We don't take any service level answers, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We don't just take 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Right.
We're asking in detail, what details? We need details, right?
Dig deep.
Dig deep, dig deep, digging deep, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does that perfect home look like to you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just want a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. No. There's more to it than that. Let's be real, right? Let's figure this out. And if they don't know, because sometimes some people really don't know. Sometimes because they've never really house shopped, they just take whatever they get.
That's true.
Some of the folks that we serve, that's who they are, right? And so it's our job to be able to pull that out of them. And so that's when we sometimes have to go the other route and giving them options. Let them pick. And as you start getting them picking things, then it'll start coming. You'll start jogging their brain, their memory, their feelings. And then they'll let it all out, right? But sometimes you may have to say, hey, where you're living at now, Ray, what do you like about it? Nothing. Okay. So where you're living at now, what do you hate most about it? Because now they can tell you what they hate about it. Right?
Yeah,
and obviously, right. And obviously the hate part, you want to give them the opposite. I hate the size of the kitchen. Talk to me about that. What's wrong with the kitchen? How big is it? Right? Okay, so you want more space. You want more cabinets. You want more countertops. You want an island. Right? You start making them think, because sometimes they really don't think. They're just like, here, like, hey, what can I do? But when we know what they're going to buy, right? When we know what they need, and then we can fit it in the budget. Sometimes we got to, hey, You're not gonna fit all of that, right? Because how do we ask the question? Okay? Oh, so my customers want this, are paying between X and Y per month. Where do you want to be? Well, I kind of want to be over here at L. No, we're X and Y, bro. X and Y. I want to be at L. Okay, well, let's talk about that. Before we go on and lay some homes, what of this are which ones of these are must-haves, right? Because I can put you in L payment range, but it's not going to have all of the X and Y stuff. And you have to have that conversation up front. Because it does me no good to go show them the X and Y stuff and then hope that I'm going to be able to convince them to come down to L. You got to show them the L. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You have to be in control. Because that's why they're relying on you. That's why they're coming. If not, they'd be buying themselves. Right? They'd be buying the stuff themselves. Right? But then we're in the home and we're asking for the business. We're asking for the business in the home. Once we know that it's their perfect house, the one that they really want, you're asking, are you buying this today? Right? Other than price or payment, is there anything keeping you from buying the home today? Well, no, right? And if they do, then what are we doing? If they say yes, there's something in the way, what are we doing, Dave?
Trying to find out what that thing is, and then overcome it
Where?
in the house.
In the house. In the house. Okay. You showing homes should take as long, if not longer, than what you spent in the office. And in the office, you should be in here 30, 45 minutes minimum before you go show homes. Because you're really getting to know them, you're getting all the information from the interview, right? You're running budgets now. Now we have that budget, that payment estimate, we got everything. Right? You guys have all the tools. You're more prepared, you should be more confident. But we're asking for the business, we're overcoming objections. Once we got it done, and we're coming in to seal the deal in here, right? And that's where we present the sales agreement up front, which is one of the steps that I think was missing. Right? We weren't doing that. No, we weren't doing the sales agreement up front.
Right.
Again, it's another buy-in, another method. I just signed the thing. Holy smokes, I'm buying a house. Think about it. Right? You go buy a car, you sign paper, you feel what you're gonna. The problem you gotta understand, guys. They're not walking out of here and pulling the house behind them. So you have to create as much mental buy-in in that customer so that they feel they accomplished something. You still got to hold on to them for another month, 2 months, 3 months. If it's land homes, it could be up to 6 months. And if you're not doing this day one, if you're not picking out the colors on day one, if you're not making, they don't feel they accomplished anything. Right? So we're going to go into presenting the purchase agreement, the sales agreement, whatever you can call it, so that now we do it with some flair. Now we do it with some, just like with everything, right? Getting them to show. Okay. So we're going to get into that now. And at this point, man, if y'all need some help with that, y'all got to reach out and we'll get you hooked up as well. But you can't be here for this. See ya.